Hello, my name is Inji. I assume you probably know already because this is my third time doing the AAC episode, and I'm a marketer at TechHive.
Hello, my name is Chuck, and I am a lead developer in TechHive.
With spatial, with AR and VR, we can put on a headset, and even if we're not in the same room as someone, we can feel like we are. From a simple 2D photo, you get a super realistic avatar. You can create these project rooms, kind of like a 3D version of Zoom meets Slack. Pull up all the kind of traditional content that you're used to, organize your thoughts. Spatial gives you like a visual, virtual way to bring all that together.
I think it's interesting idea.
As always, there will be pros and cons about it.
I think it's a very interesting concept that it will break many boundaries that were limited by the concept of space. And if the technology catches up, I think so many things can be possible with the concept.
The pros could be it's going to be fun, engaging, for sure. And then it can enable much more like intuitive learning. So the performance of the effectiveness of learning can be increased because the technologies it's gonna include multiple sensory stimulations compared to just like sitting and learning. So that's gonna be better. And the cons, they can reach to a state where they cannot tell the reality and the virtual reality. That's one. And there could be also some physiological issues. Like I read a research saying virtual realities, it can cause the optic issues because, in reality, there are different depths when we see things, but in virtual reality, it's actually on a flat surface. So your eye cannot like really adjust to the reality because it is physically on a flat surface, but it seems to be 3D. And the third point is, ironically, we can rather reinforce the educational disparity between students because, technology itself, it's a very expensive tool, and usually some elite or rich people, they only have privilege to own and use the technology. And it's going to take a lot of resources and efforts to provide it to everyone. So it can rather polarize the education.
I would choose virtual reality field trip.
I prefer the real field trip.
I think in this era of like so much content, like kids get to experience indirectly so many things in YouTube, right? So I think like traditional field trips, I think feel dull to many of these kids. So I think I would rather choose VR, virtual reality, and provide much more dynamic like field trip.
I prefer real field trips because I live in the reality, and that is what is used to me. But I think in situations like now, where our mobility is limited, the virtual field trip is a really good alternative because there's no limitations in the virtual reality. Would be fun.
I think it will take really long time for people to take exam in virtual reality because I think there should be no hindrances if you want to take the test and while you are taking the test. So if the kids of the next generation are really used to virtual reality, I think there will be some time in the point of the future that they will do that. And unless it is like limited, they have to do it because of the space situation where they have to do the remote test. I don't think they will choose traditional testing method over virtual reality testing method.
There definitely should be a lot more content to spread the technology, to universalize it, to make it like a real reality. There definitely should be other sensory elements involved. We've got haptic, olfactory, and the gustatory left. That's a long way to go. And in terms of external resources, we need laws about the VR technology, like what if someone misuses the technology? And then we will also need training for educationers to let the teachers use the technology in education.
Now, the virtual reality platform, the only control that you do is you move your head around and you control like moving and like a lot of action through this controller. So I think they need to provide functionality where they can actually move their body parts like they do in the real world.
Can I recommend a thing to people watching this video? If you have not experienced VR technology, there's an app by Google called Expeditions. It's an application that lets you experience VR museums and some exhibitions. It's free on both Google Play Store and App Store. I haven't used it in a while, so I am not sure about the quality, but yeah, it's a good start, I guess, for your VR experience. Google Expeditions. It's not a paid subscription.